Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Beth. Today is the first day in a series that I'm calling 5 Days of Halloween. I'm going to be making a Halloween card with you for the next 5 days. So I hope you will come back every day and see what I have to offer. Today's card, we're going to be using the stamp set from scrapbook.com called Sweet Boo and the coordinating dies. And then we're also using the nested stitch stamps shaped dies, also from scrapbook.com. And the Sweet Boo pattern paper collection. This is a really cute collection of double-sided papers. And it's really convenient because they are cut to your standard A2 size card. So it makes putting cards together really super easy. So let's get started with our project. I'll move these aside and bring out the pieces that we need. Okay, so we're going to start with a card base that is Petal Pink from Stampin' Up! And this measures 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And then we have a piece of that pattern paper from that paper pack that measures 5.5 by 4 1/4. We have a piece for the inside, which is 3 3/4 by 5. And then we have some frames that we've cut from that plaid paper piece, and you're just going to need another piece of that pattern paper that measures 5.5 by 4 1/4. And these two are cut from heavyweight white cardstock, also at 5.5 by 4 1/4. So, and then we have some other little bits and pieces that we'll be using in just a little bit. So I'm going to set those aside, and we're going to start assembling our card. So we'll start by bringing in our glue. And we're going to put this pattern paper on the card front. If you use liquid glue, it's going to be really easy to manipulate that into place. But you can use your tape runner if you prefer. Okay, just like that. And I guess that's good enough. I'm overhanging just a tad bit, but I think it'll work. And then this card, by the way, is going to go this way. Okay, and we'll go ahead and do our frame next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these frames together. And this is going to give us a little bit of added dimension to the card. So we'll glue the white pieces together first. Oh, and I used the largest of that stitched shaped dies. I used this one here for that. And that fits like exactly onto your piece, but it will work if you line it up correctly. Okay. And we'll just put this piece on and maneuver it into place. Just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this to our front panel. There we go. Okay, we're going to do some stamping now. We'll go ahead and stamp the inside of our card. And I'm trying to remember what I used on my sample card. We're going to use the stamp that says, "Have a beautiful day." So we'll pull that out. I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. The stamp set has these big, beautiful sentiments, which I love. There's that. Oops, we'll go ahead and put this in here, and then we are going to need our ink for some more stamping. There's that piece. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our little bits and pieces over here. We have 3 ghosts that I die cut out with the coordinating dies. And now we're going to get this little ghost image, and we're going to stamp that onto our images, onto our die cut pieces. And normally I do this the other way around, but to save time on the video, I decided to do it with the die cutting first. Hopefully I can get these lined up properly on our dies. There's one. It's a little off, but we'll go with it. That one's a little bit better. Okay, and then we will switch out our ghost for the bat, our little bat image. Hopefully I can line this up. This one's a little bit more intricate. There we go. And the last bit that we're going to stamp is the sentiment. And we are using the sentiment that says, "Let's go, ghouls." I love that. And we have this little bitty piece here that is meant for this sentiment. All the sentiments in the set have die cuts, which makes it very convenient. Okay, we're done with our stamping. So next we're going to bring in some Copic, or not Copic, rather Stampin' Blends from Stampin' Up, and we're going to do some coloring. On the ghosts, I'm going to go in with my light smoky slate, and we're just going to add a little bit of gray on the edge here. Just so it's not stark white. Like that. Then we'll go in with our colorless blender, and we're going to fade that out a little. It is cold here this morning. I think fall is knocking on our door here in Michigan. I don't know what it's like where you're at, but I don't like it, to be honest. Okay, we did that. Then we're going to come in with Petal. I think this is Petal Pink, light Petal Pink. And we're going to give our ghost some pink cheeks. There we go. So that's it for the ghosts. And now we're going to bring our little bat in. And for the bat, we're going to use dark gray granite. And I might use the smaller tip in hopes that I can stay in the lines here. I'm not using black on the bat because it would cover up his eyes and his teeth and everything, and we wouldn't be able to see those, so we're going with the lighter color. I have to say that Halloween's not one of my favorite holidays, to be honest. I like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but Halloween not so much. But it's fun making cards. I'm enjoying this, making the Halloween cards. Alright, there's that. Then we're going to go back in with that petal pink and fill in his ears. And we'll give him some rosy cheeks too. Alright, there is that. And I think that's all of the coloring that we need to do. So we'll set those aside. And all of this information, all the details on this video will be available on my blog, which is at createwithbeth.blogspot.com. So you can check that out. All right, we're going to put our ghosts in the center here, just like this. And we're going to pop them up with dimensionals. Start with the center one. I'm going to try to add links to my video as well if I can. YouTube doesn't always let me do that for some reason. I don't really know why, but I will try to add links to these products for you. And I'm just using the lines on this plaid paper to help me get these lined up straight. Okay, I think we're a little off, but that's good. It's good enough. We're going to add our bat, and he's going to be kind of up here like this. So we're going to add a dimensional to the one side of him. And add a little bit of glue on the other side. Just like that. So cute. I think he's poking out a little bit further than we want. We want to be able to fit this into a card. So we'll just do like that. Okay, we're almost done. We're going to add our sentiment next, and we'll pop that up as well. Whoops. This card's going to have quite a bit of dimension, but it shouldn't make it any more expensive to mail. And this is going to go down here in this corner. All right, now we're going to bring in some bling. Let's see, I need my Wink of Stella. We're going to add some glitter to our ghosts. These are fancy ghosts. They're getting ready to go out on the town, so they need glitter. I love these delicate colors. It's a little bit different of a Halloween card from the traditional, but I think the petal pink and everything goes so good together. Okay, now last but not least, we got to add some real bling here with the clear iridescent drops from Pretty Pink Posh. I'll get some of these out and get my jewel picker tool, and let's see, I think we're going to add 5. So we're going to start with a big one down here. And let's see. I never know where to put these things. I'm not one of these people that can just throw these on and it looks good. All right. We'll do this one up here. My jewel picker does not want to let go of these jewels. There's that one. And let's see. We're going to add a medium size one. And finally one of these tiny little ones. If I can get my glue to come out. Oh, that's way more glue than I needed. Luckily, the Tombow dries clear. All right, and there is our card. I love how it turned out. I think it's so cute and so feminine looking and not your traditional Halloween card, but still super sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that you'll stop by and see what I have to offer for the rest of the week. And we will see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Bye.